Hey beauties, good afternoon to you. Now listen to me and listen to me keenly, because this can save your life. Not just physically, but emotionally, mentally. I don't care what anybody tells you. No one is your friend, your true friend, until disaster strikes. No one is your true friend until disaster strikes. In other words, you have to allow adverse situations to take place. You have to see how that person responds to you giving good advice, godly or good or sound advice. You have to see if you're unable to do something for the person or the people, how they respond to you. You have to see when gossip, rumor, or slander is spread about you, how they respond to it and how they start to treat you. So being nice on the get-go when all is well and lovely and sweet and dandy means nothing. It's like dung, it's like trash, until adversity strikes. When adversity strikes and they deal with it, like how the book of Exodus in Exodus 20 says, they love their neighbor as how they love themselves. They treat their neighbor as how they treat themselves. And I use the word treat, or would want somebody to treat. Let me use the word want, because some people probably not treat themselves good. So let us say the word want. How they would want to be treated, and they actually emit that to you, then you know that is your friend. Outside of that, if they do other from that, that's not your friend. Somebody is not your friend if they can't tell you the truth. If they have to keep wearing masks in order to keep you in their sphere so that you don't run off or stop speaking to them, that's not your friend. Those people are not your friends. You do not have any friends. You're only exchanging words with people. You don't even have good communication, because communication feels as though, oh, I'm saying some words to you, you're saying back words to me. It is about dissecting it and understanding it the way the sender intends for it to be understood, and the receiver then digests it and then releases something where it is reciprocated by the original sender as the decoder. No one is not your friend until adversity strikes. I don't care if you even bring, and I respect her and I say it humbly, Mother Teresa. You could bring Mahatma Gandhi. You could bring why can I never ever remember that South African president, Father God, was in prison for over 20 years. It's the second video doing it. Nelson Mandela. You could bring Dr. Miles, the late great Dr. Miles Monroe, Dr. Martin Luther King Sr. and Jr. It doesn't matter who I'm calling, all the wonderful people you can bring in front here. Even some of the Bible ones, a Bible character that God respected and said, this is a man of God or a woman of God. Until you see how they deal with you in difficult times, in dark times. If teeth and tongue meet, which it will, how they start to treat you, if they will be unforgiving, have resentment, bitterness, anger, stop talking to you forever. You have to know all of these things, and that is a problem with us as people. What we do, we walk on chalk line. You don't say the truth to somebody because you're afraid that they will stop talking to you. You have to test, you have to carry it there. How you think a teacher know if you're bright or you don't? They have to test you to see if you really study or you're learning something in a school. They have to see if you're tough or not tough. They have to know if you're learning or you're not learning, if you're actually encapsulating learning literacy. They have to know. They have to know. That's why they have to. That's why they do tests. You think I just sit down there, so if I got back one whole paper with the bad writing, the bad penmanship, me not fit because me not necessarily write the greatest. No, darlings. They have to know if you're bright or you're dunce. I'm just saying it as is. So you won't know if somebody's your friend until an adverse situation happens. Until you're in need. You're not going to know until then. Until you're in need, how they treat you when you're in need. Not just the one who rejects you because you can't help them. No. The ones who can also help and choose not to. But friend. Friend, you have to understand the concept of friendships, you know. Friendship is right up there, like you'd have your husband and your wife. Even if the husband and the wife take a little bit above, obviously, because it's your spouse. You know what I mean? But still, it's up there. So do you know that the husband and wife, well, God is number one. Husband and wife should be number two. Pick the number three. Your friend number four. Let's put it that way then. Well, you have your mother and your father. Them in the top three category too. You understand what I mean? So you have your mother and your father, and some people are very close with their siblings and so on. But outside of those people I'm talking, it's up there in the top 5. Top priority. You're supposed to prioritize friendships. That's how you know you have a true friend, when they prioritize you. And I'm not talking about only giving you money or things or whatnot. How they treat you when they hear something. Can anybody just come and tell them anything negative about you? Eh? And they just sit down and listen and accept and laugh. Join in. Or they say, excuse me? It's who you're talking about? My friend Toni-Ann? I'm going to ask if you don't... this is from this conversation. This is from what you're saying about my friend. This conversation has ended. And I'm not talking about if somebody has done something and you're coming to somebody to see how best you can resolve a situation. I don't mean like that. I'm talking about sheer gossip, sheer rumor, sheer mischief making, sheer strife, and coming with malicious intent, malice. That's what I'm talking about. You don't know. You cannot know until disaster strikes, until an adverse situation strikes. So how that your friend deals with adversity where you are concerned, then you know you have a friend. Then you know you have a friend. A friend rejoices when you rejoice. So we're not talking about rejoicing in something evil. Rejoice in something good. When something good happens for you, when something good happens for them, you celebrate. When they're mourning, not for something evil, but for something that, breaks them, you mourn with them. I remember years ago, a friend told me that her friend took off a week because I don't remember what had happened to her, and supported her, took off a week for her friend, and it meant a lot to her. Sorry. Meant a lot. So you cannot know your friends. So be glad. You have to have adversity. That's your tests. The tests have to come, and them have to be strong too, because you have to know how strong that foundation is. I'm not talking about breaching boundaries like you're sleeping with your friend's husband or sleeping with your friend's wife, and things like that. No. But you have to, there are boundaries, of course, for every human being. But adversity needs to strike. Not talking about molesting your friend or raping or whatever it is, or, as I said, sleeping with your friend's spouse or partner or whatnot. No. That is not even on the books. So I make sure to eliminate those, because some people don't reason well enough, and you have to take it down to the granular level. So not that kind of adversity I'm talking about. That's disrespect. You're clearly definitely not the person's friend once you breach those things. But when teeth and tongue meet, your malice a friend? Are you going to say, no? Someone who hold on to pride. The pride take precedence over your friend. I don't want to talk to the friend first. So what if you have to talk to your friend first? Sometimes the friend will go have to talk back to you first. It has to be that symbiotic friendship. So what if you first approach your friend? You're putting stars in your crown. You're a decent human being. It means you value people. But you're not going to talk to the person first. Talk to them first. Sometimes even if they're wrong, depending on the situation. Because when you sow that seed, when they're wrong, they will come back to you because they value you. They're not going to lose you. When you see a friend do his or her best to not lose you, and I'm not talking about acting like you're God, but I'm talking on a human, just a normal level, then you know that you have a good friend. When things happen, they do everything to restore that friendship, to reconcile with you. They do everything to help you as far as they can, because nobody can give you more than 80%. But they keep that friendship going. You remember the 100-odd-year-old friends? They were their friends for about 100 years. I think somebody said they died in fairly recent times. And every day the other one called. Although the other one miserable as every day she keeps calling me, but she's checking if she's alive. Loves her friend. 100 and odd, the two of them. Friendships, good friendships help you to live long life, by the way, so you know, and be in good health, and it actually helps to generate wealth. Some people just think of a friend, a friend as somebody. No. Just like how you value marriage, you must value your friends as well. Or you value having children, value your friends as well. People, they save themselves from a lot of heartache because they listen to their very good friends. And every woman will come to you and tell you, said, don't go and talk to that man, be careful of this man, means that they're trying to take the man from you. They mean you well. But when adversity strikes, it will tell you who is your friend or not. Guys, follow me on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this message.